Welcome to Date with Danu. As my first guest on the show, I have someone who can sing, dance, host, compare, the list goes on. And I have a funny story with his name as well. As my first guest on the show, I have Clifford Richards.
Hello, I'm Clifford Richards. I do this, that and the other. Yes. So I need to tell you what this, that and the other is. I've been in the industry for quite some time. I won't tell you how long because that will, make you kind of guess how old or how young I am. I've been an entertainer and also an entrepreneur. And lately, I have started teaching yoga as well. I'm a trained yoga teacher. So I'm based in Kandy, and in a nutshell, that's me, Clifford Richards. Date with Danu. I'm about to be a part of that program, and I'm super excited. So if I were to talk about that program, I mean, it's amazing. This guy, the Jaffna boy with that musto and that signature glasses and that very slim figure. Just joking. He is absolutely entertaining, and his programs have been really interesting, and I've really enjoyed watching many of those programs. And I take this opportunity in wishing Danu and the entire team of Date with Danu all the very best. Jai Viva. Hi boy.
So, from Kandy to Colombo, this journey of Clifford Richards. Let's start with your name. Is it Clifford Richards?
It is Clifford Richards.
Is
Firstly,
that your
thank
full
you very
name?
much for having me on the program.
Oh.
I'm honored.
Oh, I'm so happy as well. So tell me, what's your full name? How does
Okay,
it go?
it goes as Clifford Maxwell Richards.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very British, I must say. So I will tell you an interesting story that happened with you not being there. So we were trying to get into this hotel one day, and we were all at the entrance, and your poster had been put up
Okay.
saying Clifford Richards live in concert.
Yeah.
So there was this foreign couple who were like, oh, Cliff Richards is here. And so the reception said yes. And it's like, oh, wow, when did he come to Sri Lanka? So now they had this full conversation about the fact that the tickets are available. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. We love Cliff Richards. So then I said, well, he's our Sri Lankan Clifford Richards. Oh, so he just said it's Cliff Richards. I said, well, it sounds the same when you say it. Oh, so is he someone who sings like him? And I said, well, he sings all types of songs.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether they came for the concert or what, but it was for them. They were just.
Yes.
Has this happened before?
I remember because this particular concert was titled An Evening with Cliff.
Ah, no.
Normally I have like Clifford Richards in concert.
Right.
But this particular one was An Evening with Cliff. So maybe they mistook
Right.
me
and
for
and the guy at the reception also really sold it, saying, and they were like, okay, fine. So now this journey of getting into, you have done it all, right? You have done media, you are doing media, you do hosting, comparing, dancing. What don't you do? How did you sort of make your way into this?
Okay. So many things happened by accident.
Okay.
The singing part I used to do from my school days, concerts, blah, blah, then university and even after university. But the comparing part, I was a very shy guy, very backward, though I used to sing. I went to sing for an event in Kandy at a particular hotel, and suddenly they realized that they do not have an MC. And that lady in charge of the orchestra, Indrani Vijayasundara, leader of Friends in Harmony, she said, Clifford, can you do this? I said, Auntie.
I can't picture anyone else except her making you do this. I don't think she would have given you a choice as no.
Yeah, no. I didn't have a choice. I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
And reluctantly I said, okay. And I did it. And so after the show, people who came for the show said, you did a good job. And that was the start. So my thanks to Aunt Indrani as well.
Yeah, you have to be thrown into the deep end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And if you have not worked with Aunt Indrani, I'm telling you, it's it's a risque walk. She is very stern. I used to be scared, although she's half my size.
Yeah.
I used to be scared. I'm telling you, these people who make us sing have really given us the
Yeah.
stand straight. All right. On the other side, we have a guest who is coming on the show, who has also graced many stages across the world and locally. I'm sure you all have shared the stage as well
Yeah.
at many occasions. And at the same time, he has now ventured into other things at the same time. So let's speak to the, what can I say, the big Bahar boy from the Bahar family.
Hi, I'm Ricky Bahar, and I have been in the music industry for over 30 years now. Started in the late 80s and have been loving the entertainment industry from the very inception that I got into it. As an entrepreneur, I own a business called Ritz Lifestyle Fine Furniture, and we provide an excellent service in interior and furniture manufacturing. Date with Danu I have been following from the very inception of the program, and the way it has been covered, it captured my attention from the very first program. Danu, he is an awesome character. Not because I'm on the program, but he is really an awesome character, and a man with a very big heart, and has been very generous with everything that he has. And always he's a person that I see as a giver.
Welcome back to the show, and we have Ricky Bahar. Hi, Ricky.
Hello, Danu.
How are you doing?
Super. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem.
Yeah.
I think we have been trying to get this. I have problems with combos and dates. When the head and the legs are together, I can't find the hands. When the hands are together, the legs are not there. It's such a huge problem. It's always nice to mix and match, no? Then it's
Yeah.
fun.
Yes.
So, Ricky, you have now branched out from music, not that you have stopped,
No,
into
absolutely.
other things
Yeah.
as well now. Because I see you like posing in all forms and shapes on Facebook. Yeah. Please give me an insight to this lifestyle brand that you have created.
Well, just to pause there for a minute. Now, being a musician for the last 30 years has been a long journey for me, and I still enjoy that, and that has been my platform for everything else that I did. Like Clifford, our entrance into the music scene or entertainment industry
Is singing.
has given us a platform to show exactly who we are. So reliability is one of the key things from my standpoint of view in terms of an entertainer. You have to be on time, you have to be with your cues, you have to be ready to give your best always there, because there's no chance, there's no second take.
You can't tell them to get married again, no?
Yeah, and always it's a big challenge. So this challenge has molded me to always be perfect, or always strive for perfection in everything that I do. So at a corporate event, once I get on stage, if I look at the crowd and forget my lyrics, for example, then you're gone. So that's the amount of perfection that an entertainer actually requires to excel in the entertainment industry, because you don't get a chance for a second take.
That's true.
Yeah, and we are always live. We are always live.
No compromise.
No compromise, absolutely no compromise. So this I have been doing from the day that I started my music, and that is going back way in 1988. But parallelly, my father, when I got into the music industry, he told me, son, if you are planning to
Sing
do
for
music,
a living. Yeah.
do music for a living, then pack up your bags and go to the US and pursue your career as a musician. If you are in Sri Lanka and you are thinking of getting married, please get a day job. So, well, to date, that has been my strength. So, which has given me the opportunity to venture out, because I have been in advertising and marketing, and then graphic design, then interior, and then furniture, which actually the combination of these have given me a massive springboard to launch my own business, which I started a couple of years back in the furniture manufacturing and interior designing field.
Hey, you should get him as a sponsor on your
Oh,
show.
yeah, actually.
Yep.
Just enlist him. Yeah.
I tell you, I should get him on the show. Can we please have the salesperson coming here for a quick sales
He's
talk?
brought the checkbook as well.
Let's sponsor all the shows.
My
and go
commission.
with- Yeah,
My
yes.
commission.
I will give you
Agency,
commission.
15% agency commission.
So now being an entertainer is actually a stressful thing, no? Because although you have so much of love for this industry, does the industry love you back in return is a question that we constantly ask ourselves at times. We're going to talk about that when we do come back after the break. Do stick around. It's Date with Danu. Welcome back to the show. It's a date with Danu in conversation with these two gentlemen. Now, Clifford.
Yes, sir.
Now now when I saw you when I was driving in my little Guinea, I haven't still figured my Lambo part. That's why the Guinea car. I saw you and I was like, wow, who is this small person who has become so small now? How did you lose all this weight? You're looking like a spring chicken.
Yes, people call me Issa as well.
Ayyo.
Well, there has to be diversity.
That
there
is
has to be Talmars and there has to be Issas. So then we have
I don't know
diversity.
why he said that and looked.
He looked that side, he looked that side, so it doesn't matter.
But both of us are either side.
You have a signature laugh.
Ayyo, no,
Yeah.
this is my laugh. Yeah, man,
Try
it's
to imitate.
terrible, man. It's
How about that imitation?
I laugh when people laugh as well. What a good combination, man. Terrible, I start laughing at funerals as well, because when somebody cracks me up, then it's just terrible, I have to run out.
Okay.
Tell me, will you, the
Right.
story?
Where were we now? Okay.
About your
Issa.
weight
Okay.
loss, yeah.
Weight loss, I was never a chubby.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I was never a chubby guy. But since of late,
We can't relate to this problem, but continue.
I've been in the practice of yoga for the last 6 years, and also dancing, etc. But yoga basically has, toned me, and so I'm like a qualified teacher. I teach as well.
In Kandy or Colombo or both?
Both. I started my classes proper in Kandy, and now I do online to like
Wow.
Australia and Canada as well. So
You don't
yeah.
even need the soundtrack, you can sing while they do the yoga. Oi. But yoga is really tough. Have you ever tried yoga?
Yeah, for about 5 minutes.
See, that is the best investment that you can make on yourself. To
Really?
put it in one sentence.
Now, this entertainment industry is a tough industry. Now, I have seen you all perform for years. As much as we have a huge following in terms of people who love your music, will love to see you all perform, why is it so scary to have that as the only profession?
Well, from how I see it, in Sri Lanka, if I'm speaking on my behalf, I represent the Western music industry, and to begin with, the Western music industry, we are representing 0.005% of the entire population of Sri Lanka. So, in terms of making it your livelihood, that's the crux. So if we are, in fact, I am working on doing a switch, not a switch actually, but also keeping my foot in the Oriental music industry, because I speak and I sing perfectly well in Sinhala as well. So I have no issues with the language. So that is one of the downfalls of being a part of the Western music industry, because see, the amount, how far you could go in terms of an artist in the Western music industry doing covers wouldn't take you that far. Now, I was involved with a project which we did in the US with our great Jeffrey Hussain, or Hussain Jeffrey, and we compiled a set of songs, a CD of originals with alien accent. So that was an awesome album. We spent more than about $60,000 or $75,000 recording it in the US. But up to now we have sold only about 3,000
Copies.
hopefully 3,000 copies. So we don't have the mechanism to market Western music overseas. That is where it is, because anyway we have a very strong base of good Western musicians now. The young folk right now is awesome. They just need the opportunity to take it across, because you can't make money in Sri Lanka. Forget it.
Because I still remember, I want to talk to you about this. There was a concert called 3G that you all did, and you had an affiliation with Elton John.
Seth Riggs.
Huh?
Seth Riggs, not Elton John. He's Seth Riggs. He's actually the vocal coach of so many top singers, including Michael Jackson, Michael Bolton, you name it, Lionel Richie, Whitney Houston. The vocal coach. Yes.
Did he also coach Elton? No.
Yes, he did.
Ah, thank
yes.
God. Because I was like, how did I connect this person? We're going to talk about that, but to speak about the 3G, I need the biggest G to come in. The Bahars of all Bahars. Ricky's dad, Miss Bahar.
Hi, I'm Ishan Bahar. I don't know. I really do not know where to start, because I just, among all your young guys, I feel very, very ancient. But I am so glad that Danu contacted me to come on his show. Where music is concerned, I have been in the music scene from the 60s. I gave up to bring up my 3 sons, one of them who is Ricky, and really took a backstage where music was concerned. There was a turning point in my life when I became a Catholic, a Roman Catholic, and I have now today spent 30 years of my life singing for the Lord. Date with Danu is, I think, one of the nicest, cleanest shows that I have seen in my entire lifetime. It's fresh, it's refreshing, and it's so nice to hear this young man with the bicycle handle moustache, getting the best out of the people who appear on this program. All the best to you, Danu. May you have all the power of God to do this program for a long, long time.
There's an advantage when you have become the Isa.
Yep.
Can fit into any space.
I didn't say that.
Kinda lazy. Like a try show.
Riding into every place possible. Hello to you, Mr. Sean.
Hi, Danu.
I feel very bad to call you Ishan Bahar. I feel bad to call you uncle as well. Very Sri Lankan.
Don't feel bad. Just call me uncle.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
That's true. So can I ask the two of you, what is the secret behind the youthful pill? Actually, the three of you. But now that I know your ages, it's a bit scary. Worried to see what I look like at this age.
Well, I would put it down to my love for Christ and my working with young children. That keeps me like you see me.
Like Apple Gideon.
Upper Gideon.
Yeah. Oh, because the first thing I noticed was see-through shirt and all. Just
How-
enticing everyone.
Papo?
Papo? Me mean All right. So tell me about your time in the good old times of music.
They were really good times because we had very little competition, maybe 3 other bands with my band Jetliners, and there was no dog-eat-dog
Yeah.
thing.
Everyone had something to do.
Yes, everybody had enough of work to do, and we used to be the second band for the great Harold Senviratne, and it just went along, unlike today.
And Dad had a day job.
And
Oh, really?
I still had a day job,
Yeah.
as Ricky mentioned.
Oh.
And
But you all traveled the world, no? The jetliners were all over.
But I never went anywhere with the Jetliners.
Ah,
Yeah. By the time they started going to various countries, I had left.
right. Then, but how did you, like all the bands at that time, they were so busy because all our Sri Lankans who live in other countries used to just get everyone there because it was such a party. Now,
Yeah,
of course, a lot of people don't travel, no see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see, my love for the music industry and my love for musicians and for music led me to, I have produced 2 books, the history of musicians
Of Sri
in this
Lanka.
country. Yeah, in this country. They are guys who have roots in our country. Lots of guys are in Australia and States and Canada. But I managed to compile, Clifford is in the book, Ricky is in the book.
Oh.
so many people. I mean, you mention a name and you
It's
find
there.
them in the book. So I have actually brought you a copy
Oh.
of my first book.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And
so
I'm going to give it to you now.
Now? How
Yeah.
did you hide it? Especially under the see-through shirt, you've hidden it as well. Thank you so much.
This is
It's a bit of a problem.
especially
Oh,
for you.
Jesus Christ. Because we are sort of glued to the chair. No? No, thank you so much.
So
The heritage of song.
that's book 1. That's a special edition.
How am I to
book.
get the 2 then?
Unfortunately, I do not have a single copy of the 2.
So what happens
You'll
when
get
you're
the
a
two.
sellout
But
author
we
as
will,
well, no?
we will try. I will try to
Such a
get
good
you.
copy, Have you signed it for me? Are you?
No, I will do it.
Ah, okay.
I will do it.
But there's a print sign here.
Yeah,
That's not valuable.
valid.
Yeah, great initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I will if you like. I'll do it now.
Ah, yeah. Now again, I have to pass this. No,
Never mind. It gives you a little exercise, no, Danu?
no, it's not the fact of Yeah, this is
yes.
where I need to come for yoga. There you go. Everything has been sold on the same show. All right. While
Here we
he
go.
signs, I'm going to take a break. We'll come back with more juice. Stick around. It's a date with Danu. Right now, it's time to update their statuses about this show. All right, let's speak to Uncle a little bit. It's easier that way, no? Yeah. So, you have 3 boys.
Right?
That's a matter of fact. Who is the most annoying out of the 3?
None of them are annoying.
Ayo, you are very kind.
Yeah, they're all very good.
Have you ever given a tokka and all those stuff when they were growing up?
Once.
Really? You are one of
Only
those
once.
gentle giants.
Ricky got it once.
Ayo, sin. That's it.
Not a tokka, but a thundering slap.
Ah, right. Like good one.
Good one.
For everyone to remember.
He didn't flinch.
Ah, really?
Oh no, he didn't flinch.
His son also moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's scared.
But sin, only one.
Only one.
Ayo.
Never have I ever touched them.
Who was the strict one?
My wife.
Yeah, thought as much.
Yeah. She's the boss now.
Ah, yeah. So you have
Yeah.
given her the space. Yeah. It's
You
easier,
do the
no?
hitting, you do the rubbing the
Yeah.
chilies, you do everything else.
It's easier that way, no?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Looking at showbiz today, where do you see it? Do you like where it's going?
Yes and no.
Okay.
There are some very, very good internationally groups, but there's a lot of smut going on. I don't like it's very dangerous really, because the kids are open to slang. Now, I have a grandson who is 6 years old. I mean, he is so quick on the uptake.
Yeah. He knows more than all of us put
more
together.
than
I'm
all
sure.
of us put together.
Definitely.
And they are, computer savvy, and
Yeah.
they have all these things,
Yeah.
iPhones and
Yeah.
iPads
Yeah.
and whatever. It becomes an thing for them. So this is I don't know actually. Sri Lankan music has come a long way, right? I mean, when I used to sing with the Jetliners, I used to get 10 rupees for a night at the Coconut Grove. Right.
Which is that mount? Which was that mount?
No, at Golfers Hotel.
Ah, okay.
So that was the kind of money that we used to get.
Yeah.
So 10 rupees, 2 rupees and 50 cents to go home. From
It was that expensive
expensive
to travel?
Yeah, by taxi.
Ah, taxi.
Yeah,
That's
taxi.
right.
You can't go at 12 o'clock.
That
at
is
night
true.
and,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
And we have 7 rupees and 50 cents in our hands. We
Yeah.
do whatever we like to do. So, but today the entire music scene has changed completely. I've been at shows with Ricky also, and I remember Clifford mentioned, or you mentioned the 3G show.
Yeah.
And Ricky was there for about 3 hours trying to balance the sound. He like he said, he's a perfectionist. And Shobi Pereira, who was the sound engineer, said, Uncle, your turn, take a sound balance. So I just came, took a guitar, sang about 2 lines of a song, and I said, I'm happy, and walked off. That's all I did.
So in Kandy, how is the entertainment industry? Because when we come to Kandy, by 7 o'clock we are in bed.
Yes.
And we love that about it. Because I still remember once I actually stepped out, I was staying at the Trinity College. I come there for some motivational work, and at around 7 we were like peckish and we were hungry, and there's a supermarket just close by. So we thought, let's put a commuted on this journey. When we turned back, all lights were off. We were like, what happened to this school? We were like, how fast did that happen? By the time we bought the chicken, we were done. So how is Kandy now?
Kandy, people, switch off
Yeah.
by about.
Because I did a play there at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 8:30. It's like, okay,
Midnight.
good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how.
So how do
Kandy
you
is.
like thrive in entertainment there? Like when we.
I never thrived in Kandy.
Okay.
So it was Colombo, and in fact, though my family and my home is in Kandy, my base is actually Colombo. So mostly I'm in Colombo. So
Where do you have the most amount of clothes kept is the question.
in Colombo.
Then you are here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
got
yeah.
you.
Because I occasionally get events in Kandy, and then I tell myself, okay, I don't have things to wear. Everything is in Colombo, so I have to make sure that I take a kit to Kandy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Kandy I have only my Hadu clothes.
That's for yoga friendly.
Yoga friendly, yeah.
Very stretchable ones.
Spandex.
Yeah. Now you have been on the news desk,
Yeah.
events. What's the scariest part about hosting events? I never host type of events that you will host. I very rarely host events, and I want to do all the fun ones. Reading names are just, for me, I think I'll pee in my pants because I can't. I'm dyslexia as well. How do you handle this? Sometimes you go through names at a rate.
Yeah, because see, you have to be very careful because people don't want their names mispronounced.
Yeah.
Especially now, if you take names of Buddhist priests,
Yeah.
right? So it's very lengthy. So this training I got when I became newscaster. So we break the name to couple of segments. So on the run, when you see that, it's easy for you to read rather than having the entire name like that.
Yeah.
So you break it down, and
And it
what
all
else you
happens
can-
in one split second.
Yeah.
Actually, what he does is they draw lines. Now I have
I
seen.
don't think
I've,
he has
I've
time.
seen. No, I know he doesn't. But I have seen Arun Dias.
Yeah.
I have seen Arun on many occasions. Like where you come in and you're doing a show and like you have got to So the difficult, I mean, when you look at it, you can see the difficult ones.
I can listen to Arun Kampia and just live my whole life. It's just like an encyclopedia, no?
Yeah, definitely,
it's
definitely.
just-
He's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
just breathtaking to even listen to him.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So, I make it, make a special effort to make sure that I don't mispronounce. So it's quite challenging sometimes, but then if you go through the name and break it into pieces, then
It's an easier process.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay, some tips for us to actually hold back. Let's get into a break. We'll see you after. Do stick around. It's a date with Danu. Welcome back to the show. It's time to not keep them feeling comfortable, right? It's time to play hot seat. Welcome back to the show. So, I have two options. I'm taking the father and the son together. You all have to both answer the same question. You have your own set of questions. Okay? Who shall I start with?
Issa.
We'll start with Issa.
Yeah.
Indu once wrote a play and had a dance called the Iskedi dance. All right, ready? Clifford Richards.
Yes, sir.
Your favorite co-anchor on TV? Name one.
Co-anchor on TV, Sharon.
Describe the current state of media in our country in one word.
Sometimes biased.
Okay. Stephanie or Sharon? Who do you enjoy the most on stage?
Both.
Or
Sharon.
Stephanie, now that you are in Canada, you come back and hit him. If you could trade lives with one person, who would it be?
Sir Tom Jones.
Tom Jones? Really? Sex bomb. That person, no?
Yeah.
This one is parking all over the place. Clifford, is it money or fame for you?
Money or fame? Fame.
Right.
Money follows.
Yeah, that's true. But actually, the other way also follows. Okay. You can buy the fame, no?
Yeah.
Right. Ricky and Dada. Are you ready? Okay. Both of you all have to answer the same question. Rank them in order. Chandani, Corinne, Mariazel.
Corinne, Mariazel,
Mariazel.
Chandani.
Same.
Your personal favorite. Sohan and the Experiments, Misty, Gypsy, CNC. That's Chandani's band.
Misty, Sohana the Experiments, Gypsies, and Chandani.
Yeah. The same.
I'm going based on the music. I mean, looking at it as a totally professional.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing personal.
Umara or Umaria?
I can't tell
Umara.
the difference. Really, honestly.
One is a bit shorter.
Is it?
Yeah. So, and who?
Vocally, both of them are on par. I mean, there's no question.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, last question. If you could compose a song on local politics, what would the title be?
Stop cheating.
Okkamohoru.
I think this song will do better.
My crossover song.
Yeah, your crossover song will do much better. All right, let's get into Sticky Situ after this. And it's time to ask some sticky questions. All right, so there's a situation called COVID. Currently, we are all facing it, and the musicians are really suffering. And not only the musicians, if you do take the bigger picture, even the people who will do the sounds, people who will transport the speakers, or it's like a huge operation that's being completely neglected. Now, there is a Western Musicians Association, right?
Yeah.
Are you all a part of it?
Yeah.
And how has that been growing? Has this been helping in the individuals? Has it been helping you all?
Yeah, definitely, because I think WMA, since its inception, has really grown, and even during this pandemic time, I think the first lockdown, they were so generous enough to, raise funds and also to distribute provisions,
Provisions.
dry rations to people who they thought were in need, and I think the musicians were asked to kind of communicate with the committee.
Yeah, to
that
say
are
if
in
they
need-
were
yeah,
facing
if
a
they
problem.
were facing a problem, and they definitely did a good job, and so that was great of them. Yeah.
And these committees are there now. There are committees for events. There are committees for these things. Do you all feel that there should be a government body that sort of works with you all in these? Because end of the day, artists also bring in a part of tourism to our country, keeps people entertained, people in society to go out there, see some funs, to dance to something. We need entertainers as much as we need every other existence in this country. So where do you all see it as people who have been in the industry?
Well, it is a sticky, as you said, a sticky question and a sticky subject, because it's rather intense in terms of its decision making with regard to work. See, apart from the wedding sector and the dancers, most of the musicians rely on their lobby contracts, their nightclub contracts. So with the 5-star hotels in place, now where I am going is that, see, when we have international artists come down and fill those small gaps that there are only for for the Western musicians, then that's where the trouble starts. I'm totally not against international artists coming down and performing, maybe a one-off, maybe a show. I mean, maybe but they are coming and they are working here. So now they have actually grown wiser to it because of the Western music industry, the association putting some restrictions. Now they get their visas and their documentation in place, and they come and perform at most of the hotels. Again, reason being, see, the hotels themselves are getting down through their chains, through other agents, foreigners to come and perform at these venues, and these people are our musicians, our Western musicians are deprived of the opportunity. So yeah, the weddings are all seasonal. Weddings are seasonal, dances are seasonal, and now with this COVID issue, I think that is where you're talking about the government body stepping in. The government can bring in certain restrictions where they can either have a limited period of time for these foreign artist contracts, where we don't sort of disconnect them completely, but have a strict control over their earnings. Because at the end of the day, see, they are taking our money and going out.
And maybe they're just coming on a tourist visa.
Yeah, they are coming.
on tourist
Yeah,
visa.
now after the WMA intervened,
Yeah.
they
They
are
are
now
on work
they're
visa.
on work visa, entertainment visa, and all that kind of thing. The hotels themselves sort of get involved, but there are things that are happening which I think the government needs. I mean, the Western music industry needs the support of the government to bring in some kind of law that would prevent the hotels from hiring. Because see, the musicians can come, they can come on a holiday visa, and they can start performing. But then if the hotels know that they are going to get in trouble,
They will take the visa.
they
that
will take
matters.
they will take the visa matter, and also then you have a fixed time frame for them to perform.
Right.
That will definitely help the
Industry. All right. Great. Something I wanted to ask Mr. Ishan is the fact that you said, right now things are a bit cutthroat and all those stuff because the competition is so much. You have seen talent from the 60s all the way to today. A band that has really stayed close to your heart over the years.
Alien Accent.
Okay.
Super. Done so many. I mean, Ricky was part of that band. Good, top class musicians. So there's nothing else I could.
Because
want to
apart
say.
from the music alone, discipline also matters.
Yeah.
How you sort of project yourself at an
Definitely.
event and how you keep your team in check and all of that sort of goes a long way. All right. Before we get into the break, just want to warn you all, we did some digging on your social media just to see what you all have. Actually, you are quite safe.
I am
Only
always-
now you look very scandalous. We'll see what's on their Facebook on the other side. I have the goods here. Let's see what's on their Facebook. During the break, I was saying, you know, I'm grateful that the white shoes are off fashion these days because there was a lot to look at. Is this you, Ricky?
Yes.
Where? In white?
No.
You are in the gold.
Yeah.
My God.
Damien.
Where was this? Do you remember this picture?
Yes. That actually that picture was taken in Kandy.
Ah,
Yeah.
Clifford?
Steelers.
Steelers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steelers. Actually.
Actually, that was an era. I think maybe late 80s. Correct.
Yeah. Late 80s. It
That was an era where Candy was really active.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because now it's quite the opposite.
Yes.
You know, remember Avanhala? That was
Yes,
the famous
that's
place for
Avanhala,
events.
This
Yeah.
this particular picture is at the Kandy Girls High School.
Ah,
Yeah.
hall.
Yeah. At the hall.
Right.
Oh, the shiny pants and the whole works.
Yeah. And I opened with Sacrifice.
Okay.
And that, like, the song came out 2 days, you know, and then we practiced it, and I had the lyrics with it. And will you believe it, the curtain opened and da 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 da, and with the music stand with my lyrics and everything.
It was a true sacrifice.
And I had to run behind the curtain with the lyrics.
Oh. Now let's look at this view. That's you.
Yeah.
These people look like are they done with the yoga session? Because they look like they're
No.
enjoying the
No,
view
this,
more.
Yeah, this is actually the rooftop
Okay.
of
This
the.
is your house? Oh no.
No, this is the hotel that
Ah,
I
right.
that
Sorry.
I.
It's like, wow, what a view.
So you can see the entire Candy City, and this pose that the people are in is called the dead body pose.
It's the pose I like to do.
Yeah,
If this
Savasana. No, it's a very good relaxation pose.
Wow.
Yeah. So you don't have any body movement, so you're a dead body. So the only difference is your breathing. The difference between you and a dead body is your breathing. So when you breathe, your stomach area comes up and down. So they are in the dead body pose. So it's a very good relaxation pose.
You know, this is a pose I very frequently do. Nobody has ever given me such compliments for it.
No, it's not easy to be in the dead body pose because generally, see, when you tell people to go in dead body pose, suddenly, okay, they're there, and suddenly,
Ah, yeah. Ah, you can't
you're back,
kasana
you're
do
back.
nothing.
No kasana, fine. So after you adjust yourself, you're there. You don't move even a finger or your toe. So
You are
only
just
movement
dead.
is no kasana, fine.
Right. Discipline dead.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Wow,
Yep.
Mr. Handsome.
My wife and I.
How they have it. Do you remember where this was?
Yes, at the Pope's visit.
I'm the one who
Pope
took the picture,
Francis's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Pope's
Pope
visit in
Francis's
Golf
visit.
Fest.
Oh, wow.
We had VIP tickets.
Oh, wow.
Posh.
On speed dial with the Pope. How cool is that?
Yeah. My two brothers and myself.
When was this? Do you remember?
Uncle Marlon's wedding.
Yeah, that's about.
Are you the
20,
eldest,
20.
youngest?
I'm the second.
Second.
All three of you look so different.
Yeah. The tallest one is no more with us.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the youngest.
The youngest.
Talk about pictures back in the days. There's one guy who looks just like Elvis.
Oh, that's Damien. You're talking
Damien.
about the guy seated
Yeah.
in gold. Yeah, that's Damien. Yeah.
How young were you here?
22.
22.
Yeah, 22. Have I changed?
Then
Have
your
I
bro
changed? Yeah.
is.
No, bro was never in band.
Okay.
Yeah, they always mistook.
And you had just
okay,
one.
okay,
You had
okay.
only one female in this group.
Yeah, that's Chrisette actually. Brothers.
Brothers.
Yeah, Shane in
Ricky.
front, myself in the middle, and my youngest brother Mario.
None of you all age, man. It's a huge problem for me. Actually, this is a demotivating factor. Here, this is the only way you can make up. It's definitely now. You all have. I have seen you all dance together on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On stage and backstage as well.
We don't want to know about the backstage parts. Telling you, I have one more picture I wanted to show. What is that? There you go. The support system.
Yes, Jennifer. My strength.
She's also looking the same, man.
She's looking the same. Yeah, she's director of Ritz Lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's in charge of the.
Financial part.
She has the checkbook.
She has
Yeah.
the checkbook.
She has the
Actually,
checkbook.
actually, I need to talk to her then.
Yeah.
Good. You are the face.
Yeah,
You are the
face.
face and the creativity.
Yes.
Yeah. Money is a nasty thing to deal with. Good to let these people handle it.
Better. Safer.
Safer, and it's easier, no? Stress free. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so very much, guys, for being here.
Thanks, Aaron.
Clifford.
Thanks, Danu.
Thank you very much.
Interesting name. I think it's the unique voice. I know when Clifford hosts an event, even if I don't look at the stage, I'll know it's him. There's such a ring to it, which is
Thank you.
very, very amazing. It's definitely a landmark
Thank you very much.
voice. Thank you, Uncle, for being here. Always a pleasure, and always been so kind and very, very generous with your compliments to me as well. Thank you.
Thank
and
you,
give my
Puta.
love to your third daughter-in-law, no?
Third daughter-in-law.
Yeah, she's the one who likes me, no?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Chrisette.
yes. Chrisette.
Yeah. Third
Definitely,
daughter-in-law.
third daughter-in-law.
What happened to the first
Chrissy.
two, man? What happened to the
First
first
one
two?
is here.
Yeah. The other one?
Other one is
In Doha.
Can you please tell her to start watching and start liking me? Ricky, thank you so very much for being here. I wish you all the very best. Let's start designing some nice spaces with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
We shall.
I'll come with my room issues.
Oh yes.
On that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so very much for joining us on Date with Danu. Till we see you with another cool episode, you keep smiling. It's a wrap.